Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole, and today we are going to be doing the cash planning portion of my paycheck budget coming up for this paycheck this week on the 23rd. And we have um, not a horrible amount to work with today, um, less than last time, but our bills were a little higher, and the way the paychecks are hitting for the month of November. We needed to pay a bunch of things early. It's very off balance for November. So instead of taking half of our mortgage payment, we are going to pay a bunch of our like debt payments early to try and make sure they don't get forgotten about or we don't flop and forget to make those payments on time. And then our next paycheck, the majority of it is just going to be go to our mortgage and a couple smaller things. And hopefully it works out. I've done the math a few times on this and I'm just not sure the best way that I want to do it. So we're going to try it this way. I think I've explained before how I do change up how I do our paycheck budgets depending on just how the paychecks fall because we're not a month ahead. We're a little bit ahead, but we're not a full month ahead. So some things actually have to get paid during those pay periods or they will be late if they haven't been paid early. So anyway, very long-winded way of saying thank you for being here. And I'm so happy that you are going to hang out while we do this today. Um, if you're new, I am a stay-at-home mom to two littles. I live in Virginia. I'm 33 years old, and I am technically on a journey to become debt-free and just overall more financially stable. And I use cash planning as a way to stay accountable and to try and get a hold on our budget. For the majority of our expenses, we do a payback method. So I will use an expense credit card and at the end of the pay period or by the end of the month, I will pay off everything that we put on that card, or at least that's the hopes. I've been doing that method for about, I think this is the second or third month, and it's been working out really well. I haven't accumulated um, too much debt. I think right now I have about $100 that is not accounted for as far as that credit card goes, but um, I think it's going okay. So, anyways, let's get into it. Let me stop all of this jibber jabber. So we are going to be working with $955 today, I think. I do not know my husband's exact paycheck yet. He does not get paid for a couple more days. So the way his paycheck works is I have an idea of what it's going to be, but it can always be plus or minus depending on the amount of overtime that he has on this check or on his paychecks in general. So, with that being said, the I've pre-written out everywhere that I want to put money. Um, I want to do a couple more of these categories like baby, pets, and Costco that I haven't been doing because those categories I am falling behind on with my savings challenges because of the amount that we spend in those categories per pay period. So I do think I need to start putting money back in those categories to help keep me on track, as well as still use my savings challenges to fund those. And then we have some of our general savings, our important savings down here, and of course our actual savings challenges. So let's get into it. I feel very chatty today, but not about anything specific. Um, I have been trying to do some sales on Facebook Marketplace this week. So I believe we are going to be selling our deep freezer come today. I think there's, as the day you're watching this, I think is the day they are going to be coming and picking that up. Sorry, I'm moving everything around, but it seems we are not in frame very well. Let me try and okay, maybe do that just a little bit. Um, but so we may have a little bit extra income to play with come cash stuffing time. But for now, we it's selling on marketplace is so frustrating because so many people back out and cancel or don't follow through on what they're going to say. So someone's supposed to be coming and buying our deep freezer today, and then I have a couple like kids items that have been posted, and potentially going to be selling one of those today as well. But we'll see. So I have my binders out because I honestly need to go through these expenses envelopes and find out where we're sitting, because I have an idea of how much we have spent in those categories and I need to see how short we are. So baby has 25, 26 in it. And I went ahead and did the diaper deal at Target this past week, where if you did you buy, words are hard, if you bought $100 worth of diapers or wipes, you got the $20 gift card. And I went ahead and did that just because I'm about to start doing some Christmas shopping. And I just didn't, I know I'm going to be doing shopping through Target, and I just didn't want to pass that up. So I owe $100 to my credit card for baby, and I only have 26. So I need to at least put, um, let's at least put 25 in here. I I can always do a saving. I'm doing my savings challenges as well. And then, oh, I forgot. We need to take care of our bills real quick. So the two bills, or the two sets of bills that we are cash stuffing, are going to be utilities, which is going to be 225. And then our debt, what we are paying early, was 515. And neither one of those come out of the 955. That's just my note that I need to have that money pulled out as well, because um, I am not going to make those debt payments until November 1st, so that I do not confuse myself on my October tracker. Most of these debt payments aren't even due until like the 15th through the 20th or something like that. So I'm not too worried about those, but I don't want them to be put in during October because this is technically my first paycheck of November, and it's just easier for my brain to make sure that is separated. Our buffer, I do need to put some money in my cash buffer, um, which I didn't even write that down. So we will have to come back to that. Need to make a note of that. I don't have my little sticky notes near me. Okay, childcare, we're not stuffing anymore. I have not sent my daughter to the babysitter in quite a while. She only went the one time, and my son is in preschool now, so he's not going. So this might be the last time we even have this envelope in here. Costco. So Costco, we are very short on. I spend about $50 minimum at Costco every pay period. And I thought I could make the difference up for that by using savings challenges. But I think I need to actually start putting $50 in here, which is so sad, because that does take away from my savings challenges. But I get my daughter's milk from Costco, and then there's a few snacks that we get from Costco. And I just need, I'm accumulating debt on my Costco card because of our Costco transactions, and it's throwing me off. So I need to put $50 into Costco. Credit card payback is where I put the money for my unstuffing. Eating out, we are over budget with eating out. What do I have in here? It said we had 95 left. We were over budget this past pay period on eating out by about $25, I think. Um, but I hate the amount of money that we are spending eating out right now. So I'm gonna lower our eating out budget to 150, and I think I'm gonna do my best to try not to be the one um, spending that. I need to do my part, I guess. Sorry if the angle is a little bit different. My husband called me and I had to obviously move my phone. So my son also has woken up from nap and it's only a little bit, whoops, a little bit after 2. So he has decided to wake up pretty early. Um, Hopefully he will be content in his room until I get through this video. This shouldn't be too long of a video. Okay, where were we? We did eating out. Okay, so gas has 47, and I know I got gas for 40, so we have $7. My husband's getting gas probably Friday or Saturday. Let's see. So 50, his is normally around 55, and then let's do 75 for gas. For me, I have like 3/4 of a tank, so I shouldn't need too much. Grocery. I added up all of our grocery transactions from this past pay period, and we actually did pretty good on groceries if you do not count Costco. We only spent about $289 on groceries, which was fantastic. I'm still gonna put I'm gonna put 290 in our grocery category so that when we do our unstuffing, that is in there to be pulled out for my credit card. Health, I did not even write down, of course. That's another one that I feel like I need to start putting money back in. Household, yeah, these all have, I need to do something different, I think. I don't owe any money in those categories right now. Household, I think I might owe some, but I can put one of my minis towards it because I think it's only like 25 bucks. Or just take it out of my grocery budget. Okay, mine, my husband, and my kids. My husband has $10 currently in his free money, basically. So let's give him 15. We'll give him 15. My kiddos have a ton because oh yeah, we sold my son's old crib as well. So he has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 109, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 109 in here. Most of that's probably already spent. So I think I'm going to skip them and just have their savings challenges for them. So as of right now, they're going to get skipped. I don't like doing that, but it is what it is. I have, my tracker is wrong. I have 24, oh no, I have 41 in mine. I'm just going to give myself $10. And then pets has 18, if my tracker is right. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is right. And we're going to put $40 in pets this time because my dog's food has gone up, of course, just like everything else. And that's it for this binder. So now what we're going to do is we need to add all this up and see what we have left for our savings challenges. Okay, so that equals $655. So we have $300 for our savings challenges. All right, that is less than I wanted, but that's okay. So let's look at, let's put this over here. Oh, you can't even see that. Okay. I need to figure out a better way of putting all of this up here. Sorry, I'm just looking at my camera. Okay, I think that's still in the frame. All right, let's go to Christmas. And I think I'm about $100 away from my goal. So we have $500 in the bank and we have $149 currently in cash. So we're at $649 for Christmas. Let's do a weird amount. 11. Shall we do 21? Let's see. We have 149 plus 21 would be 170. Or do we just do our savings challenges? Um, hmm. We'll think about that. My son's birthday has only $25 in it. And we started this little mini challenge, but we are going to put $5 in his birthday. And we are going to put $5 in my daughter's birthday fund just because we are getting close. Halloween, I did buy my son's Halloween costume and a little like Halloween dress for my daughter. And when I tell you, I think I had $60 put away for Halloween. My kids are 3.5 and 1.5. I was not expecting to have to spend pretty much all 60 of that on them because they're so little. But we went to Spirit Halloween, if I'm assuming everyone knows what that store is, but because he wasn't finding anything at like Target or Walmart or anywhere that he was wanting. He really wanted to be a monster truck. I tried to convince him to be a monster truck driver, like to just wear the suit and we could get him like a cool helmet or something. He didn't want to do that. So we went to Spirit Halloween, and of course, they had a monster truck costume that's literally just, it's like the car, it's the truck, like, and he wears it with like a box car, like with straps over his shoulders. Um, it's, I don't know. That's what he wanted. We tried so hard to get him to be something else, but that's what he wanted. And that costume was like $45. So I am, needless to say, I'm done saving for Halloween. We're not buying anything else for Halloween. Um, and we actually have 10, 11, $12 in here that I will probably roll over into somewhere else, probably put it in Christmas or Thanksgiving. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we have, oh, my voice just cracked, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's just put $2 into Thanksgiving to round that up to 20. I'm not too worried about Thanksgiving because typically I host my mom over for Thanksgiving, but we typically split the cost of like the extra food. So this is pretty much just like a grocery buffer for me for whenever I buy like the meal. Okay, we are going to look at emergency. And how did I do this last time? Didn't I have a sticky note somewhere? Oh, I wrote it on the back. Okay. So we did $6 last time for emergency. And let's roll and see what we're going to do. Let's move this out the way. Okay. So the way I'm going to do this is let's roll the 4-sided die. We'll roll the 6. Oops. I have my scratcher tool. Roll it and see. And we got a 4. And let's do it one more time. And a 4. So $8. So we're going to put $8 into emergency this week. Month ahead. Let's see. This only got $3 last week, which is fine because I'm really not even worried about month ahead right now. But let's see. Let's just do 5 for month ahead. Oops. I would love to become a month ahead, but this is going to be a very slow going process. All right, I'm budgeted. Let's see what we get. We are going to roll the 4-sided die. Let me see. Got a lot going on over here. We're going to roll the 4-sided, and that's going to tell us how many times we're going to roll the 6-sided. We're going to leave all of it up to chance. 2. Okay, so we're going to get 2 rolls. We got a 5 and a 2. All right, so we're going to put $7 into unbudgeted. And this challenge, this is the Roll the Dice challenge from Budgeting Mom of Girls here on YouTube, or Sarah Creates Designs on Etsy. And then I'm doing another Roll the Dice challenge from Budget with Maddie for my bills buffer. And let's do the same thing. Let's see how many times we're going to roll. 3. And we have a 3, a 5, and a 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So bills buffer will get 9. Okay. We are done with that. So where are we at? That is $41. So let's put $9. We'll put $9 into Christmas to round that up to an even 50, which then leaves us with $250 to put down here. My dog is snoring so loud right next to me, so if you hear that, I apologize. Okay. First things first, I want to we need to look at our Friday challenge for our debt. Oh, I forgot I changed all my binders around. That was not the right binder. Here we go. Okay. And where is our Friday? So we are doing the 24 and the 7, which is 31. So we're at least going to be putting 31 into our Friday challenge. And then actually, yes. So we'll be putting 31 in here. And then for our minis, we will just do 50. Okay. Or should I do like 54? No, that's okay. So what were we were at 250? I don't know. Okay. minus 31 minus 50. We're at 169. Okay, so let's do $80. Man, that's a lot for our debt this is not as much as I was hoping for. So let's put, I took a pause real quick to do some math off camera. I think we're going to do 65 for my minis. And then that leaves us 104 for my scratch offs. And we will just do all of that together. So most of it will probably go into the core savings binder because that will probably be the last time we are able to touch that binder this month. And the miscellaneous savings was my new little A6 savings challenge binder that I did right here. This just has some random kind of like long-term, bigger scratch off challenges in it. So they're not like a super high priority. They're just fun. I want to get an A5 binder, two A5 binders, but right now I just have my one. And let's see, my core savings I think is looking pretty good. See, we have 2 scratchers left on this one, which I definitely want to finish that one. And then everything else, I'm pretty sure there is money everywhere, even if it's not like a ton. Oh, we're starting a new Christmas challenge. Okay. So my son is currently going bonkers in his room. So that's going to be the end of this. So because of the fluctuation with my husband's paycheck, if his pay comes in different than what I'm expecting it to be, I will make some changes accordingly. And we will, I'll go over it with you guys in the cash stuffing video to make sure it's not like completely confusing, especially if you watch this video and then go straight into my cash stuffing if you're like watching a playlist, which by the way, thank you. That math checked out, so we are good to go. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Please consider hitting that like button, leaving me a comment below, and subscribing. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye, guys.